It's 3 a.m. Your eyes are bloodshot, reflecting the cold blue light of a laptop screen. Your heart is doing a jittery dance in your chest, powered by the fourth double-shot espresso of the day. You've been working for 14 hours. But if I asked you right now what you actually achieved, you'd probably just point at a list of 50 checked-off emails and a color-coded calendar. Congratulations. You aren't a hustler. You are a junkie. You are currently high on the most socially acceptable, most praised drug in the modern world, Productivity Meth. Most people think they're ambitious. They think they're grinding. But in this lab, we look at the hardware. And the hardware says you are just chasing a chemical hit. Today, I am going to expose how your brain has become a shady drug dealer, selling you the feeling of progress while holding your actual success hostage. Before this video ends, I will give you the Wired Human Reset Protocol, the biological manual to stop the busy loop and start winning. Here is your actionable intel for today. The 90-minute neural sanctuary, the Zygarnik break, and the glymphatic wash. Still have that to-do list anxiety? Good. Let's look at your wiring. I'm the wired human. In the US, we've turned busyness into a religion. But in neuroscience, busy is just code for a brain that has lost its executive function. Every time you ding a notification or check a box, your nucleus accumbens, the brain's reward center, pumps out a microdose of dopamine. It feels amazing. It's a tiny victory. But your brain is clever. It knows that deep, strategic work, the kind that actually makes you rich or successful, is hard. It requires a massive amount of glucose and energy. So your brain offers you a deal. Hey, why do that hard thing? Just reply to 5 more Slack messages. Look at your LinkedIn feed. Check the crypto prices. Your brain sneaks in a side of cortisol to give you that edgy feeling of urgency. You think you're being productive, but you're actually just a lab rat pressing a lever for a pellet. You aren't working, you're dopamine mining. You're addicted to the sensation of movement, even though you're running on a treadmill. Have you ever wondered why you can't stop thinking about a stupid email you forgot to send even when you're trying to sleep? That's the Zygarnik effect. Our brains are hardwired to prioritize unfinished tasks over completed ones. Evolutionarily, this kept us alive. You couldn't forget that there was a predator stalking you. But in 2026, your brain treats an unread message with the same life or death intensity as a lion in the grass. A productivity junkie's brain is filled with thousands of these open loops. Each one is like a background app running on your phone, silently draining your battery and eating up your RAM. By the time you sit down to do real work, your CPU is already at 99% capacity, just trying to remember all the small, meaningless junk you haven't finished. You feel exhausted before you even start. This isn't a lack of discipline. It's a system overload. Let's talk about your liquid fuel. Most people think caffeine provides energy. Let me be clear. Caffeine is a high-interest loan with a 500% interest rate, borrowed from future you. Inside your brain, you have a molecule called adenosine. It's the sleep debt collector. As you stay awake, adenosine builds up, plugs into receptors, and tells your brain, time to crash. Caffeine is just a molecule that looks like adenosine. It plugs into the receptor first, blocking the signal. The debt collector is knocking on the door, but you've put on noise-canceling headphones. The result? Your brain hardware is redlining, it's overheating, smoke is coming out of the vents, but because of the caffeine, your dashboard says system normal. Eventually, the debt collector breaks the door down. That's the caffeine crash. You end up in a state of glitched focus, where you're awake, but your brain is too fried to actually solve a complex problem. You're just a fast-moving zombie. Your brain's CEO, the prefrontal cortex, is incredibly expensive to run. It's the part of you that thinks, is this project actually worth my time? But when you're addicted to the productivity high, you lock the CEO in the bathroom and give the keys to the company to the amygdala and the striatum, the parts of your brain that love shiny things and quick hits. This is where hustle porn comes in. You watch a video of someone waking up at 4 a.m., taking a cold plunge and drinking a green juice, and your mirror neurons fire up. You get a contact high. You feel productive just watching someone else be busy. It's a simulation of success without any of the actual output. Your brain thinks it's winning, so it stops trying. You become a consumer of productivity
rather than a producer of value. It's time to take the keys back from the 5-year-old and get the CEO out of the bathroom. We don't use willpower, we use strategic wiring. Protocol 1. The 90-minute neural sanctuary. When you wake up, your brain is transitioning from delta waves to alpha waves. It's a creative, golden hour. If you check your phone immediately, you shock your system into high-stress beta waves. You've just let 1,000 strangers into your bedroom to scream their priorities at you. Live offline for 90 minutes. Let the CEO set the strategy in silence. Protocol 2. The boredom audit. At 2 p.m., stop. No phone, no podcast, no music. Sit for 10 minutes. This triggers the default mode network. This is the eureka mode. Your brain needs this idle time to connect the dots and solve the big problems. If you never get bored, you'll never be brilliant. Protocol 3. The glymphatic wash. Caffeine ends at noon, period. Your brain has a literal plumbing system called the glymphatic system that flushes out metabolic waste, the toxic sludge created by thinking. This system only works in deep sleep. If you don't sleep, you are starting the next day with a dirty brain. You can't build a billion-dollar empire in a trash heap. Your value is not measured by your busyness. It is measured by your output. Stop being a slave to the checkmark. Stop being a junkie for the ding. Reclaim your hardware. Reclaim your focus. If this system update helped you see through the fog of the productivity trap, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the Wired Human channel. We provide the manuals for the most complex hardware in existence. Your brain is designed for greatness. You just needed the instructions. I'm the Wired Human. Stay strategic.